As you know, in the academic writing task 1 section, you will be given some sort of image such as a bar graph, line graph, or a pie chart. And in this question, you are required to summarize what exactly is happening in the image. So in today's video, I'm going to cover what exactly you need to include throughout your summary. Now, it's important to remember that when you are summarizing your points, you need to include the main features of the image as well as make some comparisons that are happening within the visual. So in today's video, I'm going to provide you with a sample IELTS Academic Writing Task 1 question so you get an idea of how exactly you should be formatting your answer. So have a look at this question type here. This question type is a two-graph question, so meaning that you may be given two graphs in one question and you need to make sure you are able to summarize the main ideas and then compare them both in your summary. So this question here asks, the pie chart below shows the main reasons why agricultural land becomes less productive. The table shows how these causes affected 3 regions of the world during the 1990s. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. So as I mentioned earlier, you need to make sure you discuss the main features in your summary as well as make a comparison. So the pie chart shows causes of worldwide land degradation. And then the data chart shows causes of land degradation by region. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this information and we are going to write a 150 word summary. But before we do that, let's look at the exact format your answer should be in. So how the structure of your academic writing task 1 should look is you should have 5 paragraphs. Your first paragraph should be your introduction, followed by the main ideas of the image, which is your second paragraph, and then followed by your third paragraph, which should discuss the specific detail number 1, then the specific detail number 2, and then your conclusion. Make sure you follow this instruction so that way you are able to write in the most clearest and concise manner, and the examiner does not have a challenging time following along with your summary. And the introduction we have wrote is the pie graph illustrates the primary logic of why farming land declines and has less use. Additionally, the table includes how 3 regions of the planet were affected by these factors in the 90s. And then the second paragraph is our overview. The pie chart includes 4 sources where overgrazing represents the largest section at just over a third. Widespread clearing of trees and the excessive use of crops represent approximately 1/3 and 1/4 in particular. Then followed by your first specific paragraph, which is the table illustrates. Now we're talking about the data table. The table illustrates approximately 1/4 of Europe's entire area having a hard time growing essentials. A small proportion of land in North America becomes less productive at 5%, while Oceania was higher value of 13%. So if you notice, I made a comparison in the last sentence. And then followed by the specific paragraph number 2, in Europe, the most detrimental cause of land degradation is deforestation by human beings, which was 9.8%. Meanwhile, in Oceania, was the main cause of overgrazing at 11.3%, then deforestation at 1.7%. And guys, one thing I forgot to mention for the IELTS Academic Writing Task 1 section, it is not necessary to include a conclusion. You are describing what exactly is happening within the image. And for that reason, you will not be penalized for not including a conclusion in your answer. And guys, speaking of proper formats for the IELTS writing section, make sure you check out this video up above of an IELTS Writing Task 2 essay and how exactly you should be structuring your essay properly. I'll see you over there.